Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
To all of y'all on this beautiful Sunday. We are here at the ESL India Premiership Day number 7, and this event is brought to you by Omen by HP, Zawi by BenQ, HyperX, and I'm your host for today, Angela from Nodwin Gaming. We have had a lot of great games coming our way. It's been an exciting 7 days, and today we're going to begin the day with Clash Royale. We're going to have Mrin going against Arpan. These two are crowd favorites, so let's hear a little bit more about these two before we carry on. Mrin is from Guwahati and has been the winner of the 2016 ESL India Premiership. He is enjoying a mixed campaign in the September phase. He has already played 3 games, of which he has managed to win only 1 match. He won against Hasib but had to face losses against Sushil and Mukul. Arpan, on the other hand, is from Surat. He won the summer session finale that happened in Mumbai recently and took the trophy. In the fall session, July season, he lived up to his name and finished first, despite losing a few games early on in the section. In the August phase, his performance dropped and he finished 3rd. He has played 2 games in the September session, winning his first game against Deepak but losing his second game against Jameet. These 2 players are going to be facing each other for the first time in the September session. So I'm really curious on how this game is going to go. It's going to be the best of the best. We have a champion from last year going up against a season finale of this year. So it's going to be Arpan and Mukul, Arpan and Mrin, who are going to go up against each other. We have our caster waiting for us in the casting zone, Manoj Gola, and I will see you all really, really shortly.
Upon your cheek when you do it through hair. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, another exciting day of Clash Royale, and I just love the fact that we get pure excitement. It's me, Gautam Workaholic, work alongside with Manoj Super Gola, and we are both super excited for this amazing match. And I will let Gola tell you why we are so excited.
So we are very excited, like you said, because it's the IGS winner and the last Masters winner against our current LAN finale winner. It's Arpan versus Mrin, the golden boy, versus who used to be the youngest player in the tournament.
Yes, we've seen quite some changes this time, and the match is already underway. But I still want to talk a little bit about the players themselves. As Gola mentioned, we have LAN winners actually. Both of these guys have won LAN events. This is where the pressure really builds up, at LAN events. Online, you are playing from the comfort of your bathroom or, from your dining table, anywhere. But on LAN events, it's a completely different story altogether. And now let's get into the game, Gola. We see quite a few crazy units coming on the field.
Yeah, looks like Arpan is playing like a balloon build with a miner, going for chip damage.
Yes.
Mrin has responded with a minor poison deck of his own, but he hasn't used a poison until now, so he hasn't given away what kind of deck it actually is. Both the players are using a P.E.K.K.A. That's a really good defensive card. Basically stops any push you throw at him, but for now it looks like Mrin is on the upper hand. He has used his miner quite effectively. 1655 HP left on Arpan's own tower, but that's about to change.
The miner on this side coming out also. I don't see a follow-up to the miner there. So I'm interested in seeing how Arpan is planning to close this game with a miner alone coming in. So he wants to get units and miner to tank the initial few hits so his units can close. But what are the units he wants to close with? The balloon?
The balloon.
But you have Mr. Zap King here, slowing everything down.
He just has to outcycle it, man. He has to just find that perfect space. Oh, that hurt.
Yes, that definitely hurt.
He just has to find that perfect space where there's no Evis or Zap in Mrin's hand and then let his balloon go wild. But that's not going to happen. Mrin is not such a simple player, right? He knows what kind of deck he's up against, especially once he knows that he's never going to let go of both his Evis and his Zap at the same time.
Will we see a poison coming out now? No, still holding on to that poison and wants to use it defensively. That P.E.K.K.A. is going to make his way across and there will be no tower helping him out for some time. But he's doing a fairly good job at holding this back. Now Evis on both sides. One of the Evis is down. Look at the push on the left coming out right now. And what does he have answer to this? The bats are targeting the right.
They're going to get zapped. They're going to zap. There we go. That balloon is going to destroy the tower.
That tower might not be able to survive this. He's frozen, but will be able to take another hit.
Yes, he does. Yeah, like I said, tower on the right is also going down, and Mrin's lost the first match in a 2-0 victory to Arpan.
Wow, and that was yesterday's game was going all in over. The game just finishing right on time, and Arpan already bringing a good lead against Mrin.
And that was such a strong show of tactics, right? Like both towers fell within 10 seconds of each other, and that just has to be crushing for Mrin right there.
Yes, and with this crushing defeat, now let's have a look at the standings actually, and you can see where everything stands. And Mrin is not looking so great. He's lost a lot of matches already, and he is or was our golden boy at one time, and his performance has not been up to the mark, and this is the lowest performance for him so far, sitting at the 7th place. Guys, you definitely don't want to be sitting on the 7th and the 8th position. This is the relegation position. He has some matches left to make a comeback, and this match that he's playing right now is very vital for him to win it so he can make his way higher on that standing chart there. And on the other hand, Arpan, why don't you talk about
So Arpan again, right? He was the one who defeated Mrin last phase 2. He was the one who basically dismantled Hasib's golem deck.
Yes.
And I guess now he's making good work of it. Like, he's played 2 matches, won one of them, and right now it looks like he's going to win this one too, but only time will tell.
Yeah, quite a crushing start by Arpan. And as a player on the losing side, especially having a 2-tower loss there, how do you come back from that? And what goes through your mind? Because I know you've been a pro player also. What goes through your mind?
I think pro player is stretching it, but yeah, it's basically this, right? Yeah, I've done some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I've threw away a game because I haven't placed a card in the right position or something, but this just feels like Mrin didn't get outplayed. He almost got outdrafted. I don't know why he didn't use his poison, but I guess that contributed to him not successfully winning this game.
Yeah, that Well, I guess he was just too defending to make. You saw the miners going out, but the moment there was a P.E.K.K.A or a balloon coming in towards his side, and he had to.
Yeah, there were only about two times when he could have used the poison to its full effect, but even then he didn't use it. I just found it strange. Maybe he's a little off his game for the first match, but let's hope he finds his wheels back.
Yeah, let's hopefully get into the next match very soon here. And
there we go.
That's on demand, man. On demand service right now. Do we see changes? Yes, we do see changes. Wow, Arpan has brought some serious changes there. He's completely changed his deck.
A Dark Prince and 3 Musketeers. This is quite it's not so different than what we've seen in this phase so far. Sorry, session.
Yes, that is right.
And Mrin is using his.
Should get. Yes, look at the damage that P.E.K.K.A brings. He's just a small glass cannon, easily distracted. But once he gets through and figures out his target, it gets the job done. Fireball coming out. Will it connect? It connects to both the towers. Some value coming out of there because he was able to hit the Elixir Collector.
So yeah, Mrin has gone back to using Barbarian Hut based deck, which you saw yesterday, a couple of days ago, and to top it all off, he has a Mega Knight.
Guess what he doesn't have? Poison to stop this push that's going to be coming in now.
No, I think a Mega Knight is really powerful deck because we're going to see him plop down right about now. Oh. There we go. That's it. Plop. That's it.
Does he do AoE damage?
Yeah, when he drops down, he does.
No, he does that, but even on a single hit,
he does splash damage.
Ah, nice. Now you see the reason why you don't see a lot of around. So what happened to her? Last session, it was all about the Night Witch.
Almost every deck had it, but then it got nerfed a little.
Yeah.
And then other cards got buffed, and it sort of went into rotation. We are going to see some Night Witch decks come out, but we may need to wait for a balance patch.
Yeah, Night Witch seems to have completely been forgotten from the meta right now. A lot of different cards coming out, and we've been looking forward to that. But you see the Arpan's push deck right now, what he has in mind. You see a ramp, you see a lot of units he's gonna follow up with. Once his musketeers actually make it across, he can drop the golem ramp. So looking forward to that push that will be coming out very soon. He has bats, he has a lot of options. Dropping a lot of options on the left hand side while the right push immediately shut down by the Mega Knight. Wow, he's bringing some value in there.
Yeah, like I said, the Mega Knight is really powerful. These 3 Musketeer decks, and part of playing the 3 Musketeer deck is knowing offensively drop 3 Musketeers into your enemy's territory if you get one of their towers down. But in this deck, right, it just doesn't work. Mega Knight just instantly destroys them in less than 1.5 seconds, and you just can't depend on that.
Yeah, huge pushes. You have AoE damage when he lands. You have AoE damage when it just completely destroys.
And then he jumps on you. It's just too much, man. There's no way a 3 Musketeer deck can make anything out of it. But there is always a chance he can outcycle.
Yes, finally comes on. You can see there the splash damage. But this push on the right hand side, how is he planning to stop that?
We have
gone into. There's a lot of units on the field at the moment. Let's see. He's made a complete U-turn. The P.E.K.K.A forgot about. That was pretty interesting. Actually, I've never seen P.E.K.K.A aggro so far away. And again, a huge push coming down. He does not have the elixir to prop down a Mega Knight, and this came over for him. Look, Musketeers doing so much damage on both sides. Well played.
That was just I guess, mistimed placement on Mrin's part, because he saw. I know we saw the bats before the Inferno Dragon going down, but I guess he's playing on an internet connection that just didn't let him do it.
That was pretty sad, actually, losing game 2 in the fashion. And throughout the game, it just seemed like he was always on the back foot, not able to, put or get the momentum to go across the river and do some damage. And this is looking extremely dire. Arpan seems to have figured out his cards, his strategy, his placement, everything out really well. And sometimes it's for me just too surprising to see how many units he's put down on the field at the same time. Like, how? And the answer to that, how is the elixir collector that's sitting in the back, even during a double elixir time. And We saw great play out of Arpan, and this brings me to the fact that this just might become a 3-0 victory in his favor.
Although we do despise 3-0 victories because this is the Masters League, right? You're supposed to be at least in the same league as each other.
Yes.
But come on, man, don't disappoint us. If you lose this one, you lose the title of Golden Boy forever.
Yeah, let's not make him so nervous. But the thing is, we should definitely invite one of the people. If we have a pro player in Delhi in the Masters League, we should definitely invite him over and just have him part of this casting session where he can give us a better insight on how these players think. And excuse us for that noise. That was just a little power glitch. Our UPS was making that noise, but you will not hear it again. But the point being that we should definitely get one pro player, one Master League player sitting with us, talking about what goes through these mind when they see something, and what's the strategy.
Like, why did he place the mini there instead of here? Why?
Yeah, that we can cover. We are not. But like that game, we couldn't really use the poison in the minor because the heavy units that were coming across towards his side. Now we have to see what happens, what transpires in game 3 out of this best of 5. I'm really hoping Mrin able to win the next match. But before we go there, let's take the time to thank all the people
in the entire room.
Yeah, let's thank all the people who have made this possible. And we won't be able to do this without Omen because they're the title sponsor. And definitely we can't do this without Zoe and HyperX. These guys have enabled us to bring this to you live and to be able to do such great events. And without their help, we'll not be able to do it. And the whole thing is, of course, organized by Nordwing Gaming, which is us. As part of Nordwing Gaming, we're casting games for you. And CSGO and Dota 2 games are, of course, strong respectively. But for Clash Royale, because we are such fans, we love casting.
We just love keeping this for us.
Yes. But let's get into the next game right away and see what is to be transpired in this game. And we see some changes. Gola, talk to me.
Okay, so Mrin has gone back to using his loan deck. I don't know why, because he wasn't able to successfully translate that into a victory. But we see Arpan shifting to a bait deck, I guess. He has lightning to take care of any 3 musketeer drops that Mrin may have.
I am worried about Mrin because that's going to be a lot of cheap units coming out very soon. And lightning to take care of anything big that comes out from Mrin's side. And I'm a little worried. Let's see if he can make it happen. Ooh.
That I don't agree with because, yeah, right there we go.
That Pekka is getting free 3 hits on the tower. No, he got 2 hits actually. Well played coming out of Arpan. Have they switched sides? No, Arpan was actually always on top.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. Arpan used the lightning and that basically just gave Mrin's balloon just free walkway all the way up to the tower.
That was Elixir lightning being dropped down there, gave Mrin a complete open space. Now this Pekka is going to take 2 hits and 2 hits to kill the Hog Rider. He 2 damage hits there and was able to bring the tower down to 394 health. Now what's Mrin going to follow up with this Pekka?
He has to, I don't know what he's going to put him behind it because we see the lava loon, but again we see the lightning that's ready in Arpan's hand. I know Mrin already knows that there is lightning in the game, and that's why I guess he just left the Pekka to rot out there. He just didn't support it with anything because he knew it's going to be basically fruitless.
Yeah, and now he knows what his opponent has. Now he's very effective against the bats coming out, clearing this out. The miner able to get few hits down, bringing both the towers for both the players are fairly low. Committing a fireball to take care of that now opens up a big window for Mrin. Against Mrin, and he's going to take a lot of damage.
His towers are going down, man. One is at 298, the other is at 823. He did manage to bring down Arpan's own tower to 480.
Look at that unit placement. It could not have been more. Bats have come out. They are targeting the balloon. Will he be able to make it across? Yes, he will take out this tower right away. And look, bottom right, both of his towers are on very low health. Mrin could come out losing in this trade, but he only has 27 seconds to make it happen. And the Hog Rider has come out. And what's the answer that Mrin has for this Hog Rider? No answer. He's going to lose that
Unfortunately
tower.
has lightning and
15 seconds left. He really needs to tower down. Will the tower go down?
it will.
The tower go down.
71 fireball.
But if he commits a fireball, oh, we are going time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all or nothing. It's going to be a 3-crown victory or nothing.
Yes, 3 minutes left on the clock. Can they hold on, or can they destroy each other? But it seems like the Hog Rider will slowly keep chipping away at this tower and has made it across tower. But that P.E.K.K.A hitting just the right unit. But reset again. This is a lot of damage coming out against Mrin. Handle this. And Arpan closes the game, Gola. My God, that
was so close. So close, man. There was so much pressure on Mrin not to fail because this is literally the last chance he has today. But he played well, I would say. But again, the P.E.K.K.A placement there didn't really help him out.
Again, outdrafted is the right word here because Arpan was just carrying a very low elixir card deck, and he kept pushing and pushing in all directions, and Mrin was not able to do that.
He just didn't have enough defensive cards, and like you said, it's a heavier deck, so he just couldn't rotate fast enough to defend all sides.
Yes, and every time that loon made it across the river, he was alone. Unless Arpan didn't have anything to defend. Otherwise, Arpan always had cards to stop that loon. Either he would freeze it or he would patch down, and he had always an answer to that. But that game was super. You saw the low elixir deck, and you saw a heavy elixir deck fighting against each other, putting up a good fight. But the Hog is the ultimate killer there. Pushing that Ice Golem, get the Ice Golem to tank most of the damage, especially from that P.E.K.K.A. Actually, I don't know.
2 hits from the P.E.K.K.A, like avoiding 2 hits from the P.E.K.K.A, especially when you're a Hog Rider, that's amazing because that means you get to hit the tower 2 more times.
Yes, and also that means the Hog Rider will now take 4 hits before it goes down because 2 hits are being absorbed by the Ice Golem, followed by the Hog Rider who's going to take the 2, bringing it down to this. And that, my friends, was an amazing match we got to see. But sadly, this is 3-0 for us. And there's
I'm fine with this 3-0. I'm actually sitting on the edge of my seat.
Yes, that definitely brought us to the edge of our seat there. And congratulations to Arpan for winning that game. He definitely needed that win, but you know who that win more than anyone was?
Mrin?
Yes, Mrin. And sadly, he is still at the bottom of the chart. He's at the 7th position. Will not be able to move up. He still has some games left, but very few. He should definitely look forward to.
He should shape up, man. Like if you're in if you are following the Premiership, you would 7th or 8th position. One of you is going down. One of you is going to the challenges.
Definitely, because one slot is automatically given to the first place of challenger, and the second slot you have to fight for. Yes, and there's 3 teams: the second place from challenger and the bottom 2 places from the masters. Duke it out between each other to get their basic.
Well, for Mrin's sake, let's hope it does not get to that. But for now, I guess we have to say goodbye because there's some CSGO and Dota 2 action coming up.
Yes, we do have some for CSGO and Dota 2 be going. The CSGO game will be starting at 7 o'clock sharp. Remember, it's Entity versus Risky Gaming. This is a match to be. If you're a CSGO fan, hell, even if you're a Dota 2 fan or a Clash Royale fan, you should be watching this game. This is India versus abroad India.
Bro.
Eternal. Sorry, not Entity. My God, you guys have. I was quickly corrected that it's EXE.
Yeah.
Eternal versus EXE. Okay. Eternal versus EXE.
Excellence of execution.
So it's the CSGO caster kind of troll. It is finally Eternal versus EXE. Yes, it's Eternal versus EXE game finally. That is going to be a long game. That is it from our end for now. We've been trolled enough. This is ESL India Premiership Clash Royale casting brought to you by Omen by HP, Zawi by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Nordwind Gaming. I would like to thank you from my side, Gautam Oliver, and alongside with me, thanking you is
Manoj Super Gola.
And we will be cutting it out for now, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place for more Clash Royale action. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and CSGO is going to start very, very soon. Make sure not to tune out. Stay tuned in. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
welcome back. After that really interesting game of Clash Royale where Arpan actually took 3 rounds to Mrin and giving him 3 more points on the scoreboard, we are going to head out into the shooting games. It's going to be Counter-Strike Global Offensive coming up next. Excellence of Execution going up against Eternal Esports. Eternal Esports is among the top teams in our country and they are also a crowd favorite. So let's hear a little bit more about these two teams. Excellence is based in Hyderabad. They entered the Masters League after finishing first in the Challenger League of the July phase. They finished 6th in the August phase of the Masters League. As far as the September phase goes, the team has not yet enjoyed any success in any of their games that they have played till now. Eternal Esports is based in Mumbai. They are led by Held Ranger and he's considered among the best in-game leaders in the country. They finished 3rd in the summer session finale in Mumbai. In the August phase, they performed all right after bagging the 5th place with 9 points on the scoreboard. In the ongoing session, they played Nasir Gaming in their first game and faced a loss. Today, Excellence does play their 6th game and Eternal Esports played their 3rd game actually. They did lose the first one to Nasir, but they did win another one in return. So we're going to see who's going to take a positive point on the scoreboard for today. And we're going to head into the game with our casters waiting for us at So Strong. So let's just quickly head on.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Personalize the way you see everything. And then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a rainy, thunderous Sunday evening, at least where I am at right now. And we're going to have a thunderous game in our hands. It's going to be Untitled Esports facing off against Excellence of Execution. EXE winning the knife round, opening start on CD set. There's an interesting setup coming out from them. Aggression out towards mid, and the flash is perfect. And Smoker's, however, going to get the kill, though, and is still somehow still alive. And Jumper tapping away, Amaterasu jumping, doing his best to try and dodge the bullets. This is complete utter chaos over in mid. Smoker, though, is still tapping away. He's found two, is looking for more. He needs backup from his teammate, who is going to be taking on Maddie, and Pasha Sahil now trying to help his teammate out, but Pasha Sahil is going to be left alone in a 1v3. Make that a 1v2. He can easily make it a 1v1 if he finds Amaterasu. And Amaterasu not budging yet. Here's the shots. The bomb is dropped, and Amaterasu giving away his position. Pasha Sahil, a lot of work to do. One bullet has got to go for the reload. Are they going to go in for the hunt is the question now. Antidote. He hasn't taken any damage yet. Amaterasu sneaking closer and closer, waiting for him to run out of bullets. And is he going to go for the push? Yes, he is, but a little too late there. And now Pasha Sahil, he can clutch this one out. He is going to clutch it out. Picks up the 1v3. The timing was off there, and Amaterasu should have just pushed in. The second he heard Pasha Sahil run out of bullets, instead gets taken down. That's going to be the round going the way of EXE. Complete blitzkrieg from both the teams over at mid, and in the end, Pasha Sahil saving his team. Helped out a little bit. Smoker got the initial couple of kills. And Eternal Esports are not going to be happy with the way that round panned out. 1v3. It was kind of rough that the bomb was down, but they gave pretty much three separate 1v1s to Pasha Sahil, which he happily took advantage of. As it is going to be the buy coming out from both teams. Of course, Pasha Sahil with the M4, the rest of them from us, UMPs, who got an MP9 in the hands of Maddie. And for Eternal Esports, it's Deagles, Tech9s, and a CZ as well in the hands of Hellranger, who is slowly making his way towards A. They have Blackhawk. Take it over mid. He's holding the line, probably going for a late flank. There's no one over at Highway. Jumper playing from the forklift area. End of day standing in today for EXE. He's got the to work with. The smoke is going to dissipate. They do have a bit of utility still remaining. Jumper's got an Incendiary, which he should be tossing in right about now. There we go. Incendiary is going to delay this push for quite a while. Blackhawk in the meantime coming in from Highway. He gets the headshot on the end of days. There's still three people in the site. Blackhawk is in pure out again. Spots out another player, Smoker, taking a bit of damage. A Jumper is going to get the kill in return, finding Amaterasu. Looking for more. Shabby is very low, gets taken down as well. And one by one, they're going to fall all over the map, leaving it all that Antidote and Hellranger. And quite an unenviable spot here. Antidote, Tech9 out. Trying to go for some wall banks. Maddie is going to peer in, gets the kill, and now Hell is going to be left alone. In a very rough spot indeed. He's got the bomb on his back, but CZ... that's about it. No utility. Jumper spots him out, and the duel is going the way of Jumper. The UMP doing a lot of damage, and Hellranger is in a rough spot here. He walks out. There's two players. They're going to miss him, though, and he's going to come pre-fire around the corner. Almost gets the kill on Jumper, who survives getting 3 kills. Just one casualty that round for EXE. As we should be seeing the full eco coming in from Eternal Esports now. Kind of a ridiculous pistol round to start things off, but normal services have resumed. Eternal Esports, Glocks, nothing else.